Hello, Facebook. Hello, YouTube. For the past few days, I've been talking about doing it. Don't you want to see me do it? Don't you want to see me do it with someone that I want to do it with? And here he is. I am with the Material Boy.
Hello.
He is the internet sensation, the Material Boy. Anthony, welcome. The Countess
Welcome.
and
Cheers.
Anthony.
Yes.
So, Anthony, thank you so much for joining me today. I know you're very busy leading the glamorous life,
Wow.
just like me.
Absolutely, but I'm here for you,
Yes, you
baby.
are. Yes, you are. So Anthony and I go way back. I knew Anthony as when he was really he's known somewhat today as the Material Boy. Several years ago, he was really known on MySpace as the Material Boy. He was extremely popular, and he was gracious enough back then to accept a little transsexual from North Carolina, maybe Georgia's friend request on MySpace. And he accepted it, and then Facebook got to become big, and we became closer. Anthony, you were really, really, really well known on MySpace, were you not?
Yes, I was, and I fucking miss MySpace.
What do you miss about
It's not
MySpace?
the same. I can't decorate my page like I used to.
You used to, let's get right into it. One thing I want to talk to you about, you used to really, 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 I remember really be into Madonna. And though you're still, I would say, into her, it seems to have dissipated a little bit. What's up with you and Madonna?
I don't think anything has faded. I mean, personally, I think my obsession with Madonna, I guess you can say I look up to her, so I guess it's still going on. I'm a huge fan. I never lost it, and I'm still going strong.
Yeah.
So,
For me, I've been a fan of Madonna. I've been a fan of Madonna since I saw her on the MTV Awards. I actually was one of the first. I actually saw the actual thing happening in 1984 when she bounced around the stage in that white, wedding dress. I was a big fan of the Go Go's, Belinda Carlisle, before Heaven is a Place on Earth. Belinda Carlisle's all-female group, the Go Go's. I love.
wasn't her father like some religious freak?
No, her father um
Belinda Carlisle, her father.
was what?
Belinda Carlisle's father, wasn't he like some religious freak or something? Wasn't she like overly Christian or something like
No, no.
that? I've
Her
heard.
her stepfather was real strict, and she didn't even use her real father's name. She just thought that Carlisle, which is her real dad's name, sounded better than her step name, which I can't even pronounce. But I was a big fan of Belinda and the Go Go's. I loved all females, in a band. I'd seen them in concert several times. And then on the MTV Awards, when I was 5, 4, on the MTV Awards in 1984, this bleach blonde tramp is on top of this cake, and the biggest thighs I've ever seen on a woman, and she just comes and she just flaunts it all, and it was love at first sight. Borderline was kind of popular then. Lucky Star, which I hated the song Lucky Star, but when I heard Like a Virgin at the age of, I fell in love. For me, through the years as a Madonna fan, um, I love how she was so open. She did anything that she wanted, and she didn't really answer to anybody. And then she made the documentary Truth or Dare, and
Yes.
I saw two men kissing, and that was all she wrote.
They were gorgeous too, I
And
think.
they were, it breaks my heart. I loved Slam, but Gabriel was my favorite. He really was. He was so sweet. He looked Puerto Rican. I'm not sure if he was. I think he might have actually been a Native American. What's the name Troopin? Gabriel Troopin. What is that? Is that Native American?
It
Maybe.
might have been. I'm not sure
Yeah.
exactly. It definitely has some Latin flair to it,
Yeah.
so I'm not sure.
But he was
But I
so.
can tell you that what makes Madonna stand out from other artists is that she pushes people's buttons, but in a different way than some other artists. I notice artists today want to shock people. Like I look at Lady Gaga, and
Ugh.
no offense, I think she's talented, but she's trying to shock people in a different way than Madonna is. Madonna is all about opening people's minds about politics and religion and
Yes.
sex, and
Yes.
just pushing people's buttons and getting there for that. And I see a lot of artists now, it's more about shocking statement on how they look, showing up to the Grammys wearing meat. I don't think you're pushing people's buttons. I
Listen.
think you're just trying to make a horrible fashion statement.
Listen. Finally, someone who agrees with me. First and foremost, Lady Gaga, great singer. I will never take that away from
Amazing.
her. Great singer. Stephanie is a great singer. However,
And the Grammys was amazing. She performed at the Grammys amazing. I can't stand her, but she was
yeah,
great.
the thing about Lady Gaga is we've seen it all before. We've seen it all before, done much better. I think that Lady Gaga is propaganda. Pure and total propaganda. She's not sexy like Madonna. She was never beautiful. In fact, before she got started, before she hit it big, she was fat. So she can't sell sex. Madonna, as an Italian girl, grew up being very sexy, having a great body, was a cheerleader. She sold sex to get where she wanted to be. Lady Gaga couldn't do that. So she said, what can I do to really put me over the top? To really get my name out there? I'll be weird. I'll go
I'll
after
tell you what she did.
I'll go after
She
the gay
created
dollar.
monsters.
She what?
She created monsters. Madonna created Rebel Hearts. She created monsters.
Let me tell you something. God bless you, monsters. Now, if that's your, I personally, Anthony, I like my divas to be pretty.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. The diva that I think has come closest to Madonna is Britney. But unlike Madonna, Britney, though she sold sex, when Madonna sold sex, there was always a meaning behind it. There was always some type of art behind Madonna's selling her body. Britney, I think, was just being sexy. Britney, there's no art behind it.
I mean, when I think about an artist, I mean, there's only one Madonna. We're not going to change that. But when I think of an artist compared to Madonna, I don't really. I mean, Britney has that in there, but I guess I'm looking at the factors as in an artist who brings out politics, and who brings out religion, and who brings out sex, and who brings out originality, and I think it's Pink. I love Pink.
There you go.
Great shows, great messages she gives out, positive messages, pushing people's buttons, and at the same time, being herself, being the bitch that she is.
There you go. There you go. There you go. I like Pink too. I was there from Most Girls.
I know you were going to ask me about Kylie Minogue.
Yes, yes. Because I know Kylie has a very special place in your heart. I was going to dare say, sometimes I almost was wondering, has Kylie taken your place in Madonna?
Never.
Never.
She will never take my place. They're two very completely different artists, even though a lot of people like to compare them. I mean, they're day and night. Kylie's a goody girl. Kylie's not about pushing buttons. She's about art and dance music and just
being pretty.
She's a great person. And Madonna's just trying to send messages, and her songs, her lyrics have stories, and they have messages and inspirational stuff going on. So you can't really compare either one of them.
Right.
I've always seen Madonna as the queen and Kylie as the princess.
Okay. Okay. And Britney as the runner-up.
So I have a question for you.
Yes.
My question for you.
Yes.
Your sandwiches, do you like them cut or uncut?
Let me tell you something. As long as the sandwiches are big, I'll eat it.
Then you gotta go to stuff. You're talking about Subway footlong time.
I love a foot long. What the hell am I going to do with a half?
True that. I love footlongs.
Yeah.
God bless. I mean, I don't talk about my personal life often, but I am happily married and definitely have a foot. He has a foot long, and I'm very happy. And he's a white boy. Doesn't happen often.
Damn.
Black guys.
Yeah,
For a white boy, I'm.
Wow. Have you delved into the dark waters, like I do? Like I swim in the dark waters.
Repeat that again.
Have you dived into the dark waters as I do?
Your connections dropped a little bit here.
Okay. You ever date black guys?
Yes, of course. I dated black guys. I dated Asians. I dated Colombians, Dominican, Cuban, white. I dated purple. I actually dated Ronald. What's that character? Grimace? Is he from McDonald's?
Are there any? You're in a very popular area. At one time, all the celebrities were moving to Miami. Have you ever gotten it on with a celebrity? Because I have.
No, not really. Actually.
Really?
Actually, really, no, I haven't. I can say in my young years I dated around, and I I did all the fucking that I needed to do, and I did all the drugs and drinking I needed to do. But I grew up, and I didn't expect for things to change, and things went a different way, and I'm glad they did.
Yeah.
But I'm still who I am, and I don't change for anyone. Yeah. I'm still the ratchet motherfucker, Material Boy. So nobody's taking that away from me.
That's right. Rhymes with runt. I have, I lived on and off in Atlanta for 15 years, and I partied with Courtney Love. I was her go-to person, actually, to get things that she wanted. I made out with Leonardo DiCaprio. No one believes that, but I did. No, he did not know. It wasn't really a topic. I made out with him. It was around the time that he was... Oops. Are you there? We swear. Whoops.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here.
It was around the time that he was doing the beach, and so he was a little chubby. There's a very well-known wrestler that I actually have been with. A lot of guys, period, love the girls like me. Anthony, you're very beautiful. You're very, you have yourself together. You have yourself together. And I would just think that you must get all sorts of offers to, how can I put it? You must not only turn down a lot of men. I know Miami has a really big porn industry. Has that ever come up?
Are there pictures out there of me?
Yes.
Yes. Am I proud of them? Yes. But
there you go.
Videos, I don't know. I mean, I've made videos with ex-boyfriends, but I don't think I've ever, unless they posted, I've never posted them. But I've never been, a couple times they've asked me, but where I work right now, it was definitely, I would lose my job if I never did to go.
Okay. Well, that's what, I'm a few years older than you. I'm 42, and things have happened to me here recently. I started webcamming, and those are things that come to my mind. Is this going to come back and haunt me? But at the same time, who cares? That's how I feel. That's how I look at it. Who cares? I've got a great body at this particular time and moment. Now, when I finish my McDonald's that I just got, I have the great body. No, but I just figure for me,
God, now I'm in the mood for McDonald's. Stop.
I just figure, I'm really lucky because I was hot in my 20s. And, I started working a lot, doing professional jobs in my 30s. I'm not saying I was hot, but I didn't really do the club life and the glamorous, all that stuff. And then here in my 40s, I'm having a second life. And I'm a MILF. I'm a cougar. And it's I love it. So you mentioned
and you look fabulous.
Thank
you.
You.
Amazing,
so do you.
And very entertaining. And I do know you're very popular. I mean, the other day you got an interview with I'm sorry, I'm not sure what her name is.
Britannia Alda. Yes.
From
Mommy Dearest.
And that was pretty cool. I actually heard it. I'm not familiar with her, but I did hear it, and it was pretty interesting. And I'm actually, even when I'm at work, I'm tuned onto you.
Thank you.
I pretty much watch every one of your videos.
I appreciate that too. I appreciate that too because I've known you for so long. I really feel like we're old friends, even though we've never in person met. I feel like because I used to follow you on MySpace, and you were always wearing the caps, the hats. Do you remember when you?
Correct.
Yes.
And actually, I remember when I added you. We added each other. I think it was 2004. So
yeah, something like that. Yes. I'm like, he remembers. I'm so excited. It was 2005, but close enough.
Okay. Well, yeah, it's pretty close enough.
Yeah.
I was doing drugs and alcohol, so maybe I don't remember too well. That's then, not now.
And you know what?
I still drink. Period.
Well, do you have any Madonna tattoos? Because I have one.
I have no tattoos, and actually, it's part of the reason I've wanted a tattoo, but I joined Kabbalah 14 years ago.
Wow.
And
oops.
Yeah, and it's another reason why Madonna doesn't have any tattoos. With Kabbalah, you're not technically supposed to be having tattoos.
A lot of those girls, Paris Hilton, it was in Kabbalah for a minute. I don't know if she still is. But a lot of those girls got involved in Kabbalah through Madonna. I tried to study let's talk about that for a minute. Religion. you just mentioned Kabbalah. You grew up in, you're, can I say, you're half Cuban, right?
Yes.
So religion is,
So religion-wise, I'm Catholic. I was born and raised Catholic. Did I go to church? No. And my mom was not a churcher, so we didn't really live off of going to church. I mean, my mom prays, and we all did all that good stuff, but we're not the type to go to church, and I don't even think my mom knows who Adam and Eve are. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. We actually went to go see, I won't forget, we went on a group to go see The Passion of the Christ because my mother's best friend wanted to see that movie, and my mom fell asleep within the first 10 minutes, and I was like, Mom, God bless you. It is what it is. Another question for you.
Yes. Go ahead.
How do you feel about, I haven't seen this show, but my husband watches it quite often. It's a show called Jazz, about the young girl who she's going through where she's trying to have a sex change. And
how old is she?
She's really young. I think she's like 18.
Okay, here's my opinion on that. I've vaguely heard of the show. I have not watched it. My opinion is a very controversial one and that's the thing about me, HILLJAYNE Unfiltered, is that despite being the way that I am, consider myself progressive, I was brought up Southern Baptist. Some of those things are still instilled in me. I believe that as someone, first of all, there's no going back once you start this process. There is no going back. I know. I've known too many girls who regret it. I say that that is too young. I think that you should wait till you're in your early 20s, as I did. Try living as a gay man first, because you might be a drag queen. You might just love fashion. You might love the wigs. You might love the girl clothes. I'm not saying that there is. I do not agree with people who put their kids on hormones when they're 8 or 9 or 10.
I'm actually looking her up right now, and she's actually 17. Her name is Jazz Jennings.
I think
17 years old.
I think it's too young. Like I said, there's no going back. I don't know if she's had any work done. I've had a lot of people come to me and ask about the Brazil. Well, they see tranny porn, they see transsexual porn, and a lot of it are with really, really beautiful girls who get major hard-ons. Okay, well, first and foremost, those girls in Brazil, they start hormones when they're 12 years old. And then if you notice, they've got big, I'm keeping it real, they've got big dicks. I'm not saying you watch tranny porn, but they've got big dicks, and yes, they're fully functional because they're on Viagra. Now, if you watch any of those pornographic films, do they ever do a close-up of the girls? Absolutely not. Why not? Because Viagra breaks a tranny out.
Understand? Well, I can tell you asked if I watched tranny porn. I can tell you, I'm married. I do not watch porn. I'm just kidding. I watch porn a couple times a day. But when I'm driving, mostly when I'm driving, so when I'm twirling and I'm spanking my monkey, I mean, I haven't gone over.
You're such a flirt. Like even you and I even flirt with each other, and you've come on and you've gone conferences with me and stuff when I've had live guests, and we go back. We just flirt. How does your husband feel about you being so flirtatious? Because I'm a really jealous person, and my boyfriend is extremely jealous. He'll call me, like yesterday he called me, "Where are you at? I hear people talking." I'm like, at Walmart, And so how does that work out? I'm asking because I want to know, and two, because I actually need advice.
We're very different. First of all, we're very different. We're completely different people. We're day and night. You cannot even compare us. He's a goody boy. He's has a great head on his shoulder. A very family oriented, very well educated, very polite, and he doesn't use bad words. He's very conservative. I guess you can say basic. So it balances us out because I bring out that little side of him, and he feels. I mean, I guess we could say it's my alter ego. I'm Tony, and the Tony who I am is a person who loves Disney, who loves horror movies, who loves family time, who loves dinner, who likes being a homebody. And my alter ego is Material Boy, a wild party animal that just wants to be a flirt, just wants to go out there, drink.
I love it. And the thing is, I think the thing is, if you and I would ever meet, oh my God, we might forget about the husbands for a few. I just have this feeling that you and I, the first thing well, where are the guys? Where are the guys? I could have mine right now. Where are the guys? Where do we go to meet the guys? I'm like that. The first time I went to New York, I went with my best friend. I'm like, they didn't see me for a week. I said, where are the Puerto Ricans? And I found out where they were. And no one saw me for a week.
Well, the first time I went to New York, I actually went for an MTV. It was an MTV commercial they were filming, and they flew me over there. The problem was they can only fly one person, so I wasn't able to go with anybody else. So I spent 3 days in New York, and out of the 3 days, 2 days were shooting the commercial, and the third day I had it for myself. And instead of going sightseeing, mind you, I was young. Instead of going sightseeing, I went to so many porn stores. I was amazed how many adult stores they have. And first thing I did, I called my hotel, and I said, "Do you guys have DVD player?" When they said yes, I must have purchased at least 4 videos, and it was great.
Wow.
It was awesome.
One of the first places
I had a great time. I didn't get to see the Statue of Liberty, and I didn't get to go see Central Park and anything, but I saw a lot of.
I feel fortunate because I do feel fortunate because I did get to see the Twin Towers. This was back in the mid-'90s. And the first place I went to was Boss Models. Are you familiar with Boss Models, Anthony?
No, I'm not.
That was Marcus Schenkenberg's modeling agency. And I am a humongous Marcus Schenkenberg fan. He was the first male supermodel. And I have a tattoo of him on my arm, too. But, you've talked a little bit, your career.
You're gonna have to go back. You're gonna have to go back and repeat that. I couldn't hear anything. Your connection was bad. Now I hear you.
Okay, I was talking about how in New York, one of the first places I went to was Boss Models, and that was Marcus Schenkenberg's modeling agency. Marcus was the first male. The first male supermodel.
Okay, what's his name? I gotta look him up. I have no idea who the fuck.
Marcus.
What's his name?
Marcus, Marcus. Schenkenberg.
Got it. Let's see what I think about him. You said he was the first male what?
The first male supermodel.
Oh God. Yes, is this who we're talking about?
Yes, Hunchy. Yes.
Oh God. What a hunk. I like him with the long hair.
I've actually talked to him on the phone. And he knows about me. He knows I'm his stalker. I've sent him flowers. I sent him flowers for his birthday, Christmas, all that stuff. So.
But yeah, did you hear about that poor Miley Cyrus, that fan that was making threats that he was gonna. I think he wanted to die with her and all this stuff. It was crazy.
No, I don't watch TV. I don't watch TV.
Threats and saying that they're making.
I don't watch TV, so I don't know what's going on. Tell me. Give me some pop culture.
Oh, you don't watch it? Okay, so there was a fan, one of Miley Cyrus' fans, who was obsessed with her, and he was making threats that she broke up with her boyfriend and that he's going to spend the rest of his life with her, and that he knows how to get into her house. It was super sad. They got the guy, though, but...
Wow.
I feel bad for the girl. Well, now, here's the topic. I'm a huge Miley Cyrus fan.
Yes.
My dog is named after Miley Cyrus.
Yes.
And I love how Miley Cyrus has gone through. She started off with Disney.
Right.
My favorite era for Miley Cyrus was the show during the Bangers, which was a way of saying she was pushing the buttons. I think after she got in her relationship, she kind of stepped back, and I'm thinking perhaps her husband or boyfriend, he's boyfriend right now, he kind of, I think, is controlling her, which I'm not very happy about that, because she went from wearing a dildo on stage to all of a sudden wearing a dress and being a beauty girl. I mean, I love her, and I admire her, and I want her to be who she wants to be. Now, she's coming out with a Converse line, and the pictures are pretty cool. She's looking good again, and I think she's getting a little edgy again, which definitely is a plus. But I just hate when people get in a relationship and they
Yeah,
change.
well, here's the thing about Miley Cyrus. I'm going to be honest with you. I do like her. I like her a lot. Uh, I like her when she's pretty. Like I say, I like my divas to be pretty. And I think she is pretty. Now, when she was doing all this stuff, not the so prettiest thing, but I'll tell you this. When was the last time you ever said Miley Cyrus, Hannah Montana in the same sentence? She did that. She did that all herself. There was nobody behind her, talking about, do away with Hannah Montana. She did that all herself. So I admire her, and I think she's a really good singer. And,
You remember her award when the award ceremony, which she did it with Robin Thicke, and
yeah.
she did the little foam hand and her little twerking and all that.
It worked.
That's where I became a fan. I even got my little. I got that from her.
What do you think of Robin Thicke? That's a cute white boy.
Oh, he's gorgeous. And that voice. Ooh.
I hear he has a lot to offer.
I hear that too. Now, here's my thing with guys. He's a gorgeous guy, and I can look at a guy and say, "Wow, oh my God, he's gorgeous." But my type is what people least expect. A lot of people think, "Oh my God, I must love a guy who's built and smooth skin." Actually, I've always been attracted to, I guess you can say, bears.
Really?
I like big guys. And I like a guy who carries a rug on his chest. Definitely.
Oh my God.
So not a lot of people know that. I mean, a lot of people think I want like this perfect model.
Like someone like you.
Guy, and I don't.
Someone like you.
Yeah, I prefer older and bears. I get turned on. Since I was young, I get turned on.
Well, what type of guy do you think I like?
Black.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. I love a bad boy.
If I had to say what kind of guy I think you would like, I can picture you with a young black guy, tall. Let's see, smooth body, not very built, but not thick. I see him very thin. Wait, am I guessing it from completely wrong?
That's what I love. Caramel. I love caramel. I love light skinned black guys who are thugs, former dope boys, homeless. If you want to be with Hillary, you got to have a felony. That's the type of guy that I like.
Being built and all these muscles is so overrated.
Well, the thing is that
gym, and these straight men are at the gym. First of all, these straight men claim to be homophobic, but they're at the gym with their buddies and they're taking their shirt off and asking their buddies to take a picture of them.
Right.
It's pretty gay.
Right. It is. And the thing about my I'm going to say my husband, my boyfriend, who's in prison, he's pushing over 200 pounds right now, and he's 5'9". So he's a little butterball right now, and I'm waiting on my pictures to arrive. He just had some pictures taken for me, so I can't wait for them to arrive. But I've been with him since he was 20 years old. He's 28 now. We started off as fuck buddies, and it just escalated into, we took it up a few notches. And
I'm gonna keep talking while we talk. I'm gonna cover it up a second because I'm gonna go grab a couple stuff that I gotta get going.
We can do a break. Do you want to do a break? Do you want to do a break? We